Alright, so the DCU is up and running, and James Gunn is now confusing things once again. Yeah, Peacemaker Season 2 is already the massive wrench in the whole works, because he of course has said this is the most important thing in the DCU and it will actually set up the entire universe. Yeah, Season 2 of Peacemaker. Wrap your head around that one. But of course, we know why he made Peacemaker Season 2. It's because, of course, it's something his wife stars in. And he wants to keep his wife in all of these movies and stuff. But we also know that he loves working with people that he has worked with in his projects. That brings us to Margot Robbie. Yeah, because there's a possibility that he's talking about now that she could return as Harley Quinn in the DCU. So once again, you're seeing all the characters people wanted to stay, and the actors for them are gone, but all the ones people really don't care about all that much, he wants to bring back. And it's just like, what are you doing, James Gunn? Realistically, once he took over and they announced Henry Cavill was gone, they should have said, it's a clean slate, absolutely from scratch. We are starting to build from the ground up, not bringing anything back. It's already going to confuse people when they see Jason Momoa come back as Lobo in Supergirl. But, of course, he will be in makeup and stuff, so, you know, they do have that angle. But people will still be going, hang on, is he playing this as well as Aquaman? That will happen. There are people who don't keep up to date with this stuff, but let's have a look at this, because he's not just talking about Margot Robbie, he's talking about he wants Idris Elba back as well as Bloodsport. So it's saying Margot Robbie made her debut as Harley Quinn in David Ayer's Suicide Squad before reprising the role in Birds of Prey. When James Gunn took the helm of semi-sequel / reboot The Suicide Squad, Robbie was one of only 4 characters from the original movie to return. Boomerang and Rick Flag Jr. are dead, and Viola Davis's Amanda Waller is getting her own spin-off series set in the DCU. So where does that leave Robbie's take on Harley? Well, the DCU did, for all intents and purposes, reboot the franchise. Gunn has cherry-picked certain elements from the DCEU projects he worked on and made them canon. So surely it would make sense to bring a major A-list talent like Robbie on board. Gunn has been asked about Robbie's potential return in the past and has always sidestepped the question. Unfortunately, he's still not willing to spill, but it doesn't sound like anything has been ruled out. So Gunn told Entertainment Weekly that will be revealed down the line. So that's what he's saying about it. So he's obviously hasn't said, no, she's not coming back, but he's not saying she is coming back. The door does seem to be wide open. So we're probably looking at them trying to settle deals here. So there are any number of reasons why Gunn could be hesitant to say more. Robbie may be in the process of negotiating a deal with the studio, or might simply have no interest in playing Quinn again, and Gunn is attempting to convince her. Whatever the case may be, there is another member of Task Force X that Gunn is actively trying to bring into the DCU. So this is Gunn talking about Idris Elba, saying, I definitely am always looking for a place to put Bloodsport and figuring that out. So we'll see what happens. So again, we're seeing him, as it says here, cherry picking characters that he's worked with. You know, that's the thing. And it's messy when you do this. Because, yeah, if they bring in Idris Elba's version of Bloodsport and Margot Robbie's version of Harley Quinn into the DCU, you're going to piss off everyone who wanted Henry Cavill to remain as Superman, who wanted Ben Affleck to continue as Batman. You're going to have all of this problem, and people are going to go, this is stupid. Why are you bringing in people from the universe that flop, and now you're going to put them into this new universe? Why would you do that? What is the point in doing that? And that is a big question, and you're going to confuse people, because people are going to say, hang on, I thought these people were gone, I thought it was a reboot. I guess it isn't, because here we are with all this stuff again. That's the way it's going to play out. And that's the only way it can play out, because how are you supposed to convince people that it's a new universe when you're bringing these people in? And it's just messy. So yeah, when you look at stuff like that, you have to say they should have cleaned the slate and started fresh completely. No Peacemaker season 2, none of that crap. No Amanda Waller series, anything like that. Get rid of it all and start building from the ground up. But he's not doing that, and that is going to be a massive issue. And we're already seeing people saying and calling this out, like, why and how can you do this? Why would you do it? And of course we know why he's doing the likes of Waller and stuff. It's because, once again, these are things that his brother and his wife star in. So that's why he's making them. It's like anything to put them in there. It's ridiculous. It's confusing. And again, it's just going to piss people off. But we'll have to wait and see what comes of this. Because as of right now, he's just hinting that he wants to try and get Bloodsport in there somehow. But he's also hasn't given a definitive answer yet, anyway, about Margot Robbie's return. Which looks and sounds like he's trying to make that happen. So we will have to see what's happening down the line. But keep in mind as well, this is a universe that he's trying to bring all these people back in. He's making a Clayface movie, the Supergirl movie's coming out, he's other projects in the work, and we still don't even have a Batman in the DCU yet. Wrap your head around that. He's announcing all this crap, and we don't even have Batman yet. This is a joke. This is messy. This is confusing. And this, quite frankly, is going to kill this franchise before it even gets off the ground. And it's off to a rocky start with Superman not making that money at the box office. So, and that's even going off their own numbers, which are BS numbers, but going off their own numbers, that movie did not make money. So we'll have to wait and see what actually lies in the future for this universe that he's muddying the water already. So let us know what you think of Margot Robbie's potential return as Harley Quinn, and even Idris Elba's return as Bloodsport. Do you just think it's gonna confuse people? Do you think it will piss people off? Does it piss you off? Do let us know. And with that, I shall leave it there for this one. So like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Cheers, and I'll catch you in the next one.